Welcome aboard SV Krebs. At least, she will be known as SV Krebs once we register her, once that process is finished. And we plan on building it to a blue water. It already is a blue water capable vessel, but building it into a boat that we can travel the world in and live aboard, exploring BC's coast and farther. We currently have a problem. The slip that it's in expires at the end of the month, and we can renew the moorage, but we have to go through the entire contract for new owners, which is normal and expected. However, the boat needs to be insured for liability for that to work, and in order to insure it for liability, it needs to be surveyed. In order to survey it, it needs to be hauled out. In order to haul it out, it needs to be able to move under its own power so that we can get it from here to Newcastle, which is up there, to haul it out. And unfortunately, our Volvo Penta diesel is currently not functioning. So first order of business, ignore the damaged Kiwi grip and all of that. That actually doesn't even register in the list of problems. We've got to get this diesel running. Here's our Volvo Penta. Apparently this hasn't run in 2 years. Well, not apparently. Yeah, according to previous owner, it hasn't run in 2 years. And theoretically, the fuel's probably just gelled in the lines and with power to the starting batteries and new fuel, like flush the lines or run it from a jerry can to the feed in return. I'm hoping that she'll fire up, but we have no idea. All of the shore power comes through this outlet because we don't have an inverter, so for some reason those are very corroded. That's the solar charging setup that needs to be rewired. We have new solar on the way. For some reason there's no inverter, so it's like a standalone circuit. There's AC shore power, then the rest of the boat's DC. But there's no inverter to charge the batteries when it's plugged in, and it's been plugged in for quite a while. We were here the other day and this outlet randomly stopped working, so there's shore power just going to nowhere. So I'll have to take this apart and fix it later, but for now we have shore power adapted to this extension cord going to this bus bar, charging the batteries, and running the heater. Anyway. Putain, ma vie, merde. J'en ai marre. As you can see,
That means this battery's been sitting here dead for 3 years.
there's no battery.
But the ones are here.
I'm vlogging here. So this looks like it's connected to... Okay, that's just a battery controller, a battery charge controller. And then, okay. This goes... Fucking Maret's. That's Marine standard. I'm sure... What the fuck is this? Oh, cool. So that was just spliced and taped. Do you see this shit? Because you can't. There. Look at that. More Maret's. That's the heating duct for the diesel heater. It looks broken. I don't really know where that went. Oh, you can't see anything. That's the diesel heater duct, anyway. Interesting. Oh yeah, that's disgusting.
Can I reach into that creative soul? What's the second name? Something like rev something. 2 words. Floating dreams?
Look at these Maret's.
How about floating dreams? What's floating?
Look at that. Honor, see your best friend die. To feel the world against you, and the headlines say you done. You slapped the devil in the face, and true pity for you won.
Yeah, that's not helpful. I don't think we have a manual on.
Putain.
I don't think we...
Right, so kind of seems like the engine's a little bit seized, which isn't particularly good. There's no moving that. Now, I guess I'm gonna start pulling injectors to see if there's water in the cylinders. Fun and games, everybody. Fun and games. That is not moving. Not moving. There's also a ton of just random crap in the hard lines, and the injectors are incredibly dirty. But the fuel system is the least of our issues because it seems like the engine's kind of seized. Let's hope those don't get broken on the way over.
Not done, just not nicely. Should have some of this. It's got apple juice in it.
Well, you can't really see very well, but we got rust on the inside of our cylinder walls in cylinder 1. I think this is 1. It doesn't really matter, but this cylinder, it's like, I don't really know what time it is right now. 15 after 10. I got the cylinder head off, as you can see, and this is ATF that I poured in to try and break it free. But this one is pretty rough. I don't really know if this engine's salvageable. I can actually feel the rust divots and pitting and chunks all over the cylinder wall, so I think that's it for this engine.
Look at all that old sealant. It's actually not that old looking.
Did they thread this in from the bottom? No. C'est une peu strange.
I fetched the screwdriver from the bottom of the ocean. My magnet fishing line.
Nice. I was at the bottom of the ocean once.
I fetched you up.
Mm-hmm. Ah merde, c'est une peu de vessie. I think this is for the avionics, peut-être. So update, it doesn't look like any epoxy primer was used, because this is a grip paint, and this is, I think, a polyurethane top coat. This just scrapes right off with relative ease, so basically we're going to be repainting everything.
Where's the screwdriver?
We're also missing a boom vang. I'm not really sure where that is at the moment, so we'll have to figure that out later. We found an engine. It's the same one that we have, but not seized. Volvo 2000, 2003 I suppose. It's on Quadra Island. So we're currently, Zia's over there walking at the moment, but we're currently in the queue for the ferry to Quadra Island. And I have to load the motor in the back of this truck, get back to Vancouver Island, and then I have to go to work. Diesel acquired and secure. Probably gonna have to replace all the seals for the cooling, but apparently it runs.